indoors, 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 indoors. I'm a little too good at that. A little too good at that. Yeesh. But hi, everybody. Feeling, what the hell? What? Oh, never mind. I looked at the wrong thing. Hi, everybody. I discovered a new word recently. Apparently, it's called stimming. And apparently that's something I do, which is I will not stand for. I will not stand for this at all. I will not stand for any lick of this. Just because I'm a little slow doesn't mean anything. Don't you guys think the French have the best accent? Absolutely not. People from the South have the best accent. Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry to be the bearer of the obvious news, but the people with the best accents come from the American South. It's a little easy to have a little bit of that Southern drawl. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Damn, Lee, I just finished the video you uploaded. Oh, isn't it crazy how, you can have a bad take, but instead of just recognizing that it's a bad take, you just be like, hey, I helped somebody when they were suicidal. See, I'm a good person. I got a problem with that. I just have a problem with that. Me personally, I have a problem with that. Valley girl accent is annoying. Yeah. That's the taste of life that you choose to live when you wake up throughout the day. That's the choice. That's the choice. But what's the topic for today? Well, I was alerted to a new Doordash girl video, and just so you all are aware, she pleaded not guilty today. I know you want something more, but that's really much it. That's it. She just pleaded not guilty today. There's really nothing else. There's nothing else of substance that you need to know about other than that. Like, just be honest with you. Not shocked, of course. Why wouldn't you be shocked? No, you don't have any extra details. No, you don't have any trial hearing. None of that shit. Anyone who tells you you have that is lying to you. How haven't they just thrown her behind bars yet? Well, people like you are always interesting. The legal system is not as automatic as you want it to be. So that's the main reason. And that's pretty much all I need to say. The next time you'll probably hear a significant update is in 2026, because the next time she's going to court is, I believe, January on the 22nd? Maybe before that. What do Americans consider valley accents? It's something only white women have. Never heard a black person with a valley girl accent. How do you like your cornbread? I haven't had cornbread in years, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I really wouldn't be able to tell you at all. I'm just surprised that there's a case, based on what we see. It's pretty open and shut. I mean, to some people, it's only open because for some reason, and I still don't know why there are people who will say this out loud, but when you ask for something, you ask to see it, all of a sudden everybody's Candace Owens, as if the burden to prove what you say is now on me when I ask you, oh, this phantom second video of this motherfucker opening the door and recording all inside. See, it irks me because in 2010, I would have probably believed you. In 2025, I do not. I'm sorry, but you mean to tell me everybody has access to the video where we see her putting the food down, recording inside, and then disappearing into the night, but nobody has this phantom original footage of her opening the door, then putting the food down? And I'm from Welsh Valleys. I promise you, they're not talking about whatever accent you have. Americans are thinking about American accents. They're not thinking about your, I need some British Scottish scones or whatever, however the fuck you. Oh wait, I know how you speak. I'm here to say slurs. Like that's not what they're thinking about. I'm going to tell you in all honesty, that's not what they're thinking about. No Kirk or Candace. I mean, nah. I mean, regardless, I'm gonna have fun on a stream anyway. But that's usually for when I'm just sitting back, relaxing. I don't really want to think about anything, you know. But Doordash girl, for any of you, and I doubt that's the case, who doesn't know, woman went viral claiming she got assaulted sexually and made a big stink about how TikTok and DoorDash didn't really want to help her. DoorDash responded saying, no, you got fired because you posted a man's nuts online. For some reason, people believed her story and then backed off of it because it really didn't make no sense that you claimed sexual assault when nothing really happened to you. And you sat there and the story made it seem like she got chased by a naked man just a little bit. But then it turned out that wasn't the case and everybody just like, fuck off. But then you got motherfuckers who were running around saying, oh, well, she's in the wrong because she kicked that man's door, but she opened the door. She did this, she did that. And when you ask these people for video evidence of that, they say, oh, well, I don't have it. Oh, I saw it on Reddit, but it's gone now. Oh, I'm going to show you a cropped screenshot, and that's going to be enough proof for me. And I think the worst offender of it so far is a Tozy. I can't for the life of me. I don't understand why people can't seem to recognize that now that we know that this motherfucker, according to police reports, was drunk and passed out. Do I like the idea of leaving your door open while you're drunk and passed out? No, you're still a dumbass for that. The dumber of the asses is the one who recorded a naked man's body and posted it online. I'm not really understanding why I still don't get why people are choosing to pretend as if it only has to be one or the other when it could truly be both. Like, you're a dumbass for putting yourself at risk, for leaving your door to your home wide open for anybody to walk into. The dumber ass is the one who recorded a naked man's body and posted it online. I refuse to understand why people get confused about that. I still don't know why when I say that, I have people who try to contest me as if somehow one of those is okay. I will continue to laugh at the individual who thought it'd be a great idea to say, hey, you should update this video. A Tozy said, and when I sit here and watch a Tozy's video, I see him formatted in fucking up the timeline because despite what anyone will tell you, DoorDash did not respond to this after she got arrested. DoorDash responded the next day telling you all that, yeah, this dumbass got fired because this dumbass posted a man's nuts online. And also, a Tozy falls into the trap of talking about Ring doorbell camera footage, which is another one of these phantom angles that apparently no one's seen, but apparently it's been reported, and all we got is an article. When, I don't know, 4 different police reports that are official documents don't dictate any of that. And I'm still in the camp of... Whoa now! Okay. I'm still in the camp that's too oddly timed. I'm still in the camp of, all right, if the cops were to be brought in and they were just start fucking talking about how they got any access to try to debunk her and they bring that up, oh, well, I was wrong and still right. She's still a dumbass, but now you got this extra element here. But that hasn't happened yet. I'm not even ruling out that it might not happen. Because like I said, she went to court today just to plead not guilty, and I don't have the legal jargon in front of my face, but no bail. She was released.
Give this motherfucker a job! What the hell is that?
She was released with no bail, because this is not really a fucking felony that warrants you to be in jail with a bail. So, and you're going to have to wait till next month to get your next official chapter in the court hearings. If article is enough for me, if it came from a Tozy, that's your problem. That's absolutely a fucking problem. We have now set ourselves up into this hilarious standard that motherfuckers somehow can format this and be trustworthy. My issue with Atozi is that, first of all, thank you to all of these interruptions. My problem with Atozi is his formatting of this video and how he timelines it wrong. Like, that's my issue. Also, the doorbell footage that apparently everyone's seen except everybody. But this fucking video came out today. Or not today, yesterday, and I found it very interesting. Look at this guy. Look at this good-looking guy. Look at this good-looking guy. He's fucking made a video called "The Doordash Girl's Arrest is Utterly Unhinged." I don't know what he's gonna say. I didn't proofread this. I never do. So we're gonna have fun together. We're gonna have fun together. That's wild because Atozi is usually pretty good, at least with the Johnny Somali coverage. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care how good you are at other things. You have the ability to fuck up somewhere else. I need mouths to unclench from dicks when it comes to subject matter. Like, I get it. I get it. The world hates Johnny Somali. Koreans want him dead. But let's not conflate one thing with something else, please. Unhinged. Now, he might sit here and defend it. I don't know. We don't know. None of us know. He could come out of the woodwork and be like, fuck Doordash girl. He could be like, I want to lick her clit. We don't know. You don't know and I don't know. We don't know together. But let's watch.
The situation with
I'm bored. I need a game. A little. With a little. Fuck it. Grand theft. Little grand theft. Never grand larceny. Never. Bitch just hit my gun. Little grand larceny never hurt anybody. Let's watch.
The Doordash girl has angered me more than any other topic that I've covered on this channel. The sheer ease that people online will blindly believe baseless accusations and slander is terrifying, infuriating, and needs to be called out. For everyone watching, just know that I, of course, am not going to be defending everything that the Doordash girl, aka Olivia, who I'll be referring to her as in the rest of this video, has done. I think we can all acknowledge, especially if you see my last video on this topic, that some grave errors were definitely made on her part. And we will be talking about those two in...
Okay. It's cool. Cool. As long as we ain't got to be sitting here outwardly 100% defending somebody who clearly did something dumb. Which, might I just add, reporting sexual assault, not really a problem. It's a different problem when you bring it to social media, because now you're going to have the burden of everybody's fucking opinion seeing it. Also, it's not legal to post somebody's nuts online without consent. I don't even think you could do that with consent. Maybe you can. I don't know.
In detail in this video, so don't you worry about that. But at the same time, she's getting...
Yo, Leah, what up? Shut up, nerd.
Lambasted and slandered with so much vile, false narrative-led, hive-minded fury that once again, it just does need to be talked about. Because somehow it's only gotten about 100 times worse.
I haven't seen this one before. What am I reading? My foreskin is so cute. What the fuck?
To the one guy who was like, I love the interruptions on this channel. They're funny. Just know I try my hardest. When the actual fuck did I walk into? Oh, it's just a regular stream. When I'm not sitting there playing with our non-binary friends clit, this is what I'm doing. This is a little bit like, I'm not even supposed to be streaming today. This is the day where I don't even bother. But fuck it. The love of the game calls for me.
Since a few weeks ago. So in this video, we're going to be explaining exactly what we do know about Olivia's arrest and dissecting all of the blindly believed lies, such as Ring doorbell camera footage, for example, that despite being parroted so many times by people online, I'm sure you've heard of that rumor, is completely made up. But then we're going to look at the legislation that the arrest falls under in an attempt to figure out how guilty Olivia actually is, as well as if the court case will go anywhere. And just a wee spoiler alert, by the way, it will not be 4 years like so many people are saying it'll be. P. Diddy got just over 4 years for reference. Doordash girl and P. Diddy will not be serving...
I'm not gonna lie to you. Do I think she's going to jail for this? No. I don't see a world where she goes to jail for any amount of time over this shit. I think worst case scenario, a fine. And I really have to think about these because I think about punishments being doled out to people based on the crimes they commit. And it's like, a fine of how much? Well, that's up to the other people. Like a fine But if we were to game plan, like, all right, she will go to jail. Do I see her going to jail for 8 years? No. No. Sorry, but that's just a wee bit, I'd say a little odd. I'd say that's just a wee bit odd.
Having similar sentence time for that crime.
They got motherfuckers who got right. He's bringing up Diddy. They got motherfuckers who got less years in jail for more egregious shit. So, you know.
So don't worry, I will be going into more detail when we get to that part. And finally, I'd like to talk about some of the coverage of the situation by people online, both niche and popular, so I can show you just how really and truly how brain-rotted and infuriating the whole thing is. So to start, let's talk about the public narrative currently for everyone who doesn't know. It's in the Ring doorbell footage that she opened the door. Ring doorbell video shows it. Where the fuck is this footage? A very good question, because everyone is saying that there's Ring doorbell footage. I mean, even in the comments of this random TikTok, there are hundreds of these TikToks, both in defense and against Olivia. Again, we'll get into all that later, but just to show you what the public is saying, let's have a look at these comments, right? They're fucking ridiculous. I got you. Just search Doordash opening video.
I ain't gonna lie. Gotta slow you down. Gotta slow you down just a wee bit, my boy.
Lots of videos will have proof that she said she opened the door, deleted the video because of TikTok, and posted saying wide open. Completely fucking false. And this has 536 likes. It's the top comment on this video. 1. He didn't touch her. No one said he did. 2. She opened the door and filmed him. She didn't open the door. There's no fucking proof of that. It's all made up. Just saw a TikTok. The Doordash girl has a history of breaking and entering. Again, for the record,
Where's that? Where we got that from? Wait a minute. That's new to me. Where the fuck we got a history of breaking and entering from?
this is all, like, these are all the top comments here. I'm not scrolling down to find these. It's all just a bunch of complete fucking bullshit. Hello? She came into his house. No, she didn't. She didn't go into his house. We have the fucking video. She did open the door, though. How the fuck do you know? You're making it up. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. Everyone's saying this. You're actual fucking idiots. You shouldn't.
I ain't gonna lie. You see why I'm saying, hey, I could be wrong? It's because if I was that passionate and then I ended up being wrong, God, what a dick look I have on my face. What a dick look would be on my face.
Not be on the internet. You're too dumb and naive for it. The only reason you believe it is because you've read a bunch of TikTok comments saying it and not looked into it at all. Because if you did, you would immediately come to find that none of what you're saying is fucking true. I thought we had left my dog ate the homework excuse back in like 2012. Why is it?
Sorry, buddy, but no. That excuse will still reign supreme.
Being used now, it's like, oh, there's footage of her opening the door. Okay, show me the footage. Oh, I can't find it. It's all gone. Fuck you! Genuinely, go fuck yourself. You
ain't lying. I've been asking motherfuckers to show me, and I've been getting the worst one was I saw it. I can't find it now, but it doesn't matter. Oh yes, it does. Media literacy is dead. Oh yeah. Case in point, look at Candace Owens. Candace Owens, twice in the span of 2 weeks, has somehow convinced people to ignore what words could mean in any given subject matter. She told y'all that the French are hiring trans operatives to come and kill her. Then when you ask her for proof, she says, nah, go ask the Trump administration, the same administration that she claims is in on it. And also, she fucking sends out the message, hey, the FBI has received my complaint, which now you all know is not true because she didn't give the information to the FBI. She gave it to somebody via a text message who apparently works at the FBI. That's not the same thing. And now she's playing coy when FBI officials say they don't know what the fuck Candace is talking about. But it's like, you send it through the wrong channel and expect people to know about it? Absolutely not. And what was the other thing? Yesterday, y'all all saw that Turning Point USA called out, and Candace was like, oh, name the time and the place. We could do the exact fucking wording. Name the time and the place. We could do it tonight. We could do it tomorrow. And then they name a time and a place, which is like, I think a week or 2 weeks from now. And she's like, how come I don't have the option to do it virtually? It's like, if I wanted to fight one of you motherfuckers and you told me, name the time and the place, and I gave you a week to prepare, you can't then turn around and be like, nah, it doesn't work for me. Don't give me the opportunity to set a time and a place. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Ooh, are you gonna buy the mansions of the DLC on Tuesday? That's Tuesday? Jesus. That's Tuesday? Shit. That's Tuesday? Sheesh. I say. Sheesh. Sheesh. That's Tuesday?
Suck. And just to be clear here, I am not defending Olivia in every aspect of this case. She uploaded a naked man's body to TikTok where millions of children have now seen it.
Thank you.
Without that guy's consent.
I said that I said one was my favorite. My actual favorite one was she's been arrested because of the Ring doorbell camera footage. No. She got arrested because she posted a man's nuts online. Why is Candace trying so hard with this? Listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says who like tries their best to be like Team Candace. The ball of proof and the what motherfuckers been saying? The burden of proof and the ball in the court. The burden of proof and the ball is squarely on Candace. I do not give a fuck. It is not up to Turning Point USA or for some reason the French government to be like, no. Because that's like that sad get out of jail free card. Well, all they have to do is say no. No, they don't. That's not going to be enough. And you know it. You know this game operates very stupidly. They say no, and then Candace could just retort, well, what about this thing? What about that thing? What about this thing? What about that thing? It'll keep going. Now, the only leg up is to just call this bitch out. And that's really it. That's really it. And after that, you can spend your time continuing to try your hardest. But once they've made you look stupid, you lose a lot of legway. You lose Jesus Christ, can I land this fucking thing? You lose a lot of leeway. Now, people will still like be Team Candace and all this shit. But overall, you lose that significant amount of people that believed in you because they had it in their mind that you were telling the absolute truth. And I hate to break it to y'all, but a woman telling you all that Charlie came to her in a dream to tell her the sweet, juicy details about how he died will not make fucking sense. It is very interesting how much people are willing to stomach something depending on who it is that's telling them it. Candace is a leftist. None of you motherfuckers would even bother. I gotta get up this fucking thing. If Candace was like a raging leftist liberal, we would not be here. But because Candace has significant leeway in like conservative style organizations and alike, she gets that pass. She gets that pass for being woefully inconsistent. Oh, the FBI is plotting against me. Prove it. Nah, they have to prove it. Like, what? Once again, if I told you all Zac Efron raped me and Zac Efron doesn't respond, does that all of a sudden mean he did it? And I could just run around telling everybody, hey, I got raped by Zac Efron. What are we talking about here? How do we get that far in such a drastic way of understanding? It's impossible to me. Zach still hasn't responded. Yeah, so I guess based off of the rhetoric these motherfuckers willingly want to push, it's, oh, well, who knows? But I do love this. I do love the horseshoe gimmick. Oh, well, don't you find it a little weird that they're not allowing her to do it virtually? Again, telling a motherfucker pick the time and the place, and then they pick the time and the place. It's like, the ball's in Candace's court. Candace has to try to string all of this shit together to convince everybody, hey, my friend got whacked, and it's his organization. It's the French trans lady that I'm after. It's some dude named BB. It's Erica Kirk too. It's the Trump administration. It's everything. And they all have to prove that I'm telling the truth. Like, what? I made this claim. They have to prove that I'm right. Huh? Like, I just, for the life of me, don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get how we strayed so far away from actual credible information just to witch hunt because LOL bored. And where the fuck am I getting shot from?
no less. I still stand by my initial point that uploading the video to TikTok is the biggest mistake here, but let's not
Thank you. Thank you. I like this guy. This guy knows what's up.
kid ourselves. She didn't do it for like any malicious intent. She did it because she genuinely felt violated and believed that she had been essayed. And another thing people are forgetting, the bloke's intent, whilst it matters legally, it doesn't matter in terms of the effect it had on Olivia. Whether or not he meant to flash her or not, he still flashed her, and that shit can be traumatizing. No one deserves to see someone's genitals without consenting to it. You know, let's pick apart both legal and moral things here, like put them aside, because legally and morally are two different things. Legally, he's probably in the clear because he was in his own private domicile. Morally, let's be real, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy. He was disrobed in the living room with all the lights turned on, the door wide open, with a Doordash delivery on the way. The house is also a duplex, which we now know, so anyone could have left or entered, like, at any time. And
This nigga spitting. This nigga sound like me. Yeah.
even if he didn't intend to flash her, what the fuck are you doing as a grown-ass man getting so drunk that you are passed out on your couch naked?
I mean, hold up. I said you was cooking. Now you just spouting. You are in your own house. Last I checked, you can do whatever the fuck you want in your own house. You can get drunk in your own house. You can. I said you was spitting. Now you getting spat on.
When there is a Doordash delivery on the way. At worst, it wasn't intentional flashing, and at best, you are a grossly irresponsible fucking idiot. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the evidence that this Ring doorbell camera footage exists, shall we? So the page that most people are citing is this New York Post article. New York Doordash driver arrested after sharing video of naked customer passed out in his own home. I'm just gonna skip to the Ring doorbell bit. You can read this fucking article if you want in your own time. However, Ring camera footage appears to show Henderson let herself into the man's house, and police have said there is no indication she was encouraged to go in, let alone film. Right. Let's be clear here. This is a bunch of bullshit from the New York Post, who are not a credible news site by any means. Let's be really fucking clear here. They say that the police have said there is no indication she was encouraged to go in. The police didn't say anything about the Ring camera footage. They just brought that up completely separate from everything else. The only way they would know that for fact is if the police fucking told them. The New York Post have not interacted with any police officers who are part of this case. And they were sneaky about this. They used the word appears very intentionally there.
Media literacy.
Camera footage appears to show Henderson let herself into the man. They use appears because what they're actually doing here is referencing the thousands of TikTok comments saying that Ring camera footage exists. They do not have any actual evidence that it exists. That's why when you look at any, like, credible news article or credible news website, they don't say anything about the Ring doorbell camera footage because it doesn't fucking exist. But that one article has led to so much bullshit because you get people citing shit. Like this one, for example. Look at this. Claims that his door was wide open when multiple sources have said that she opened the door. And they link 2 sources to the door being wide open. Well, I mean, that is incredible. We only saw one. We should check some other ones, right? Oh, this one's from The Independent. Let's have a look at what The Independent has to say, a UK newspaper. Ring camera footage taken from the home reportedly shows her opening the man's door on her own. Oh, well, I guess according to the New York Post. You fucking idiot. You don't know anything about anything. You have linked 2 sources, but the second source is just the first source again. This is what I mean. This is why I fucking despise the internet. Everyone is so dumb. Everyone is so dumb and out to fucking get people for nothing. You can criticize.
I mean, we're bored. Come on, you know that. We're bored. We're people on the internet. We ain't got nothing better to do. We're bored.
Olivia Henderson for the genuine crimes that she did commit for showing a man's naked body to millions of children online. That's fucked up. She deserves to have her Doordash job removed from her. She doesn't deserve to get paid from those videos, which she clearly wanted because she was begging for it. What she doesn't deserve is to be completely slandered and made lies up about. And also huge assumptions about her being some kind of fucking attention seeker who planned this whole thing out, who saw the bloke naked, wasn't genuinely traumatized, wasn't genuinely hurt by the situation, but just saw it as a wee opportunity to get some clicks or some follows to her page. You don't fucking know that. You don't fucking know her. Having a traditionally female name on Doordash for years has led to pretty creepy results a lot of the time. How can you blame a woman for delivering something to a house, the door being wide open, someone naked on their couch with the lights on in a fucking duplex, and genuinely believe that they're like delusional for thinking that it might have been intentional? And that is not me saying that it was for sure intentional, by the way. The main issue here is that you cannot prove without a shadow of a doubt whether it was intentional or not, which means in court, there is reasonable doubt. A lot of people have been saying that realistically what she should have done is just taken the video and kept it to herself and not posted it online and, you know, kept it for evidence, but I mean, that is...
Yes. Yes, because if you truly felt as if you were the target of something and you wanted to report it, the smartest thing to do is to hold on to that shit and bring it to the police. Bring it to Doordash. Let them know what's up. Yes, that was, and still is, the best route to go about with that. Anything else is a waste of time. Anything else literally gets you in the predicament you're in right now. Nothing more, everything less.
also illegal. You can't record someone naked in their own home like that. So it is complicated. Like, it is genuinely complicated, and I'm tired of people acting as though it's not complicated at all. And as much as there are definitely people on Olivia's side who are just refusing to acknowledge that she has done anything wrong, the people on the other end of that spectrum are, like, worse, in my opinion. At least the people defending Olivia aren't making shit up. They just have a different opinion. But I cannot make it any clearer to you guys that the only information we have about this situation directly is the initial video that Olivia posted and that we've all seen, where the door was wide open, she says it was wide open, and there was nothing before that claiming otherwise. Her story has stayed the same from the very fucking beginning. First of all, it's a fucking pull door. It's not even a push door. So for everyone saying she pushed... Oh my goodness. For everyone saying she pushed it open, fuck you even more. You can't even push the bastard door, man. You are all so goddamn stupid that it's unbelievable. Everyone's saying there's Ring camera footage. I don't see a Ring camera anywhere. I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but, you know, Ring cameras, they have a look to them, right? They actually are there. They're not fucking invisible. And there's nothing there. So... fuck-a-doodle-do. By the way, it gets even worse, if you can believe that. It gets so much worse, and we'll talk about that later. For now, I want to actually get the arrest out of the way, because let's stop talking about what hasn't happened, and let's talk about what has happened, and figure it all out. Well, to the best of our ability, of course. And also because I need a bit of a fucking cool down here. Doordash delivery girl has been arrested on 2 felony charges after recording a man passed out with his pants down in his own home and posting it to TikTok on a food delivery. She is being charged with unlawful surveillance and dissemination of surveillance images. And you can see those charges here. This is the tweet that went viral because of all this. It's got like 120,000 likes, as you can see over there. And it is just a wee screenshot from the Oswego City Court, though. We do have the full records and press releases, however. Here we go. Oswego City Police Department. On the 13th of November 2025, an incident was reported to the Oswego Police Department regarding an event that occurred on the 12th of November 2025. It was reported that a male Doordash customer has been nude inside of his residence when a Doordash delivery driver dropped off a food order. An investigation was initiated by the Oswego Police Department, during which it was discovered that the delivery driver had taken video of the nude male. The video, along with the subsequent investigation, indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. So for the record, I don't know if the alcohol consumption thing is true or not, because any breathalyzer they could have done is like, he was drunk the fucking day before, you know what I mean? So I would assume, I could be wrong here, but I would assume that is just because he said he was. Maybe he had like some sort of material evidence, I'm not too sure. But if it was just his word of mouth, it's like, of course he would fucking say that. But also, above all else, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's still ridiculous, you getting naked and fucking the door wide open and shit. There's no justifying that. Like, how exactly can it be proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was genuinely unconscious? If anyone can answer that for me, then I'd be well pleased. Thank you. But genuinely...
Can any of you answer that for him?
I can't.
Can any of you? Because it raises a great point in criticism for Big Buddy.
Like I said earlier, whether he's unconscious or not, at worst, he's a flasher, and at best, he's a fucking idiot who unintentionally flashed someone, which still isn't good. Everyone coming to his defense as though there aren't 2 people who have done wrong here. It's just he was, you know, morally wrong, whilst...
Thank you. Finally, I'm finding my people, motherfuckers who can acknowledge 2 things are wrong instead of just pretending that only 1 is wrong. I'm finding my people. I'm loving this shit. Get me hard. Get me hard titillated.
She was legally wrong, as well as morally wrong. She was also morally wrong. She shouldn't have done what she did. It's fucked up. And for the people who are complaining that I don't have the same amount of vitriol or anger when I talk about her as when I talk about him, and are pinning me as some sort of fucking performative male because of it, first of all, it's probably a good thing that you fucked off already, because I probably don't want you here to begin with. But secondly, the reason why I'm nowhere near as angry talking about what she did is because no one is on the internet lying about what she did. Well, they are literally lying about what she did, but no one is lying to, like, in defense of her. What's got me so angry and emotional here isn't the event itself. It's the complete slander and misinformation that can just be believed by millions of people based on nothing. I think that worries me a lot more, because that's not just one standalone case. That is a continuing trend that has been on the internet for decades now and has no signs of slowing down. And it's really dangerous. It's so terrifying. I don't think you guys fucking understand how terrifying it is that so many people are so willing to believe shit like that when there is no evidence for any of it. You know, I'm not angry here because people are pissed at the Doordash girl. That's completely fine. You have every reason to be pissed at her. What she did was fucked up. I would hope that you can also acknowledge that she is absolutely a victim here, though. A victim of flashing. Doesn't matter if it was intentional or not. She is still a victim of flashing. The video was taken from the exterior of the male's residence. First of all, again, exterior. She did not enter, for everyone lying about that shit. The Doordash driver subsequently posted the video to social media, where it drew significant attention. It was further discovered that the Doordash driver had made claims of being sexually assaulted during this incident. The investigation by the Oswego Police Department determined that no sexual assault occurred. The male depicted in the video cooperated with police and provided a statement. So yeah, officially and legally, no sexual assault occurred, which I think is fair enough. I got a lot of comments in my last video on this whole situation saying that there doesn't actually need to be physical contact for it to be a sexual assault. I am aware of that, and that is genuinely completely valid here. I think I was more trying to say that this situation in particular cannot be classified as sexual assault. And the lack of physical contact is a big reason as to why it can't be considered sexual assault. That's not to say that every sexual assault has to have physical contact, but, you know, it definitely helps in terms of getting it, I guess, titled as sexual assault legally. Because flashing absolutely is, you know, a form of sexual violence and harassment. And in certain cases can also classify as sexual assault, just not this one. The investigation ultimately led to the arrest of the Doordash driver, Olivia Henderson, 23, of Oswego. For recording and disseminating the videos, Henderson was charged with the following: 1 count of unlawful surveillance in the second degree, 1 count of dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the first degree. Now we'll have a look at those charges later and dissect exactly what they mean and how guilty Olivia is of them. Henderson was released after being processed on the above charges and was issued an appearance ticket for a future court date in Oswego City Court. The Oswego Police Department continues to investigate the circumstances surrounding this incident, as in communication with the Oswego County District Attorney's Office regarding the prosecution of these charges. Anyone with information about this investigation or other is encouraged to contact the Oswego Police Department. Calls will be kept confidential, blah, blah, you get the idea. Okay, so first and probably most importantly, charged and arrested does not equal guilty. Now, a lot of people have immediately jumped to, oh my god, she's getting the maximum sentence, she's getting 4 fucking years for these charges, it's over for her, she's done. And it's like, again, you are so unbelievably stupid. The internet is ridiculously dumb and it infuriates me, genuinely. It hurts my heart. She's not getting 4 years for this shit. P. Diddy got 4 years. She will not get 4 fucking years. If she does, I will be protesting, man. I'll be on the front lines. If it's just me, I will lead that protest, because that would be fucked up. In the same way, the bloke who flashed her was presumed innocent and was thereby saved because of it, because we could not prove without a shadow of a doubt that he was guilty or doing this intentionally. Olivia Henderson also gets that exact same right? She cannot be proved as guilty. She is presumed innocent until trial. And to be found as guilty, there has to be, like, beyond any reasonable doubt proof that she is guilty. But what exactly does guilty mean? Well, we'll get to that. For one, I will say that this, like the arrest taking place about a month after the initial incident, that can potentially be seen as some kind of evidence that new information has come out. I do not think that this new information has anything to do with Ring doorbell camera footage, as much as people are, I'll say it, are lying about it, or are spreading gross misinformation about because they're fucking idiots who don't bother to actually research or fact check any of their shit before putting out life-ruining slanderous statements. Every reputable site, like People Magazine, for example, who are known to, I'm not saying they're the best fucking news website in the world, but, you know, they check their sources, they have a lot more credibility and reliability than people like the New York Post or Where Is the Buzz, which I've never even fucking heard of before, that also reported that there was Ring doorbell camera footage or whatever the fuck. I mean, there's a reason no reputable news site has said without a doubt that there is Ring doorbell camera footage. And even the ones that aren't reputable were very sneaky with how they worded it. You know, when you look at the charges, unlawful surveillance, dissemination of unlawful surveillance, right, there's no burglary charge or trespass charge or any...
I mean, he's right. There is the charge of unlawful dissemination, because you did post that. You did post that. And that's what fries the fuck out of me, is that you did that.
Anything along those lines, which I feel as though if there was video footage of her opening the door and entering the fucking house, there would be that charge on there. I guess I probably should make it clear, there is not a 0% chance that there is no Ring doorbell camera footage. And if by chance it does eventually come out that it does exist, then I guess I might look like a bit of a fucking idiot, but...
Thank you. I like this guy. He acknowledges that it could be out there. It's not 100%. I love this. I love when motherfuckers use their frontal lobe. I love it. You don't understand how many times I gotta see and hear a dumb motherfucker be like, well, there's no such thing as this. It's like, oh, fuck you.
Whether or not it does come out or doesn't, it doesn't change the fact that right now there is no evidence for it. Like, I'm not even claiming it doesn't exist. I'm just claiming that there's no evidence for it. So if it does eventually come out, that doesn't even mean that I'm wrong here. But I don't think it'll come out. Like, I really don't. I don't think it exists. But just to be clear, the Oswego City Police Facebook says that independent video has been viewed by the police. I obviously can't say for sure, but that makes it sound as though some sort of footage that's independent of Olivia or Austin. But either way, not only do I believe that this isn't Ring doorbell footage, but I also don't believe that the footage in any way shows her opening the door. The main point I'm trying to get across here isn't that it's impossible for footage we haven't seen to exist. All I'm trying to point out is that everyone who is
Isn't this the dude that got falsely accused of some shit by that weird ass goth chick and Ginger? Oh my god. How the fuck would I know? I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Gotta be honest with you. What? Accused by some goth girl? Jeez. Thank God I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Acting as though they've seen anything, or are sure of anything, are either lying or so dumb that all it takes for them to believe something so obviously fake is a comment on TikTok. Anyway, here we go. Section 250.45, unlawful surveillance in the second degree. And this is the New York State Senate, which is the state that this, happened in. Now, the reason stated was the first one here, so for his or her own, or another person's amusement, entertainment, or profit, or for the purpose of degrading or abusing a person. He or she...
I think she's cooked in that regard. I think she's cooked in that regard. You went on there for attention and profit, and what makes it worse is you getting back on TikTok and after they booked your shit, yelling out how TikTok is silencing your story. Pay attention to me. I think you're booked there, buddy.
She intentionally uses or installs or permits the utilization of installation of an imaging device to surreptitiously view, broadcast, or record a person dressing or undressing, or the sexual or other intimate parts of such person at a place and time when such person has reasonable expectation of privacy without such person's knowledge or consent. And then when we look at 250.6.1 as well, which is the dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the first degree, this one hinges on the first charge, so we'll read them both now and then talk about them. He or she, with knowledge of the unlawful conduct by which an image or images of the sexual or other intimate parts of another person or persons were obtained, and such unlawful conduct would satisfy the essential elements of the crime of unlawful surveillance in the first or second degree, as defined respectively in section 250.50 or 254.5 of this article, sells or publishes such images, and it moves on to the second point. Now, like I said earlier, the guy was naked in his home with the lights turned on in the fucking living room in, like, pure view with the door wide open in a duplex. So, whilst there was a Doordash delivery on the way, by the way, that he ordered, so reasonable expectation of privacy, I don't think Olivia's gonna get done for that. Let's remember here, it has to be beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like, let's be completely honest with ourselves. With all of those elements laid out on the table like that, is there a completely and utterly reasonable expectation of privacy?
Yes. I'm going to go with yes, because even with being drunk, even with opening your fucking door and leaving it wide open, or having, I ain't going to say opening your door and leaving it wide open, leaving your door wide open. Oh, she is cooked. Don't get me wrong. She's cooked. We still have to factor in all of that, the recording of the man's body. Like, I feel like that is going to be the thing that books it for her on this specific charge. Because, yeah, you're factoring in this motherfucker and his personal responsibility to keep his intimate parts private. And that's valid to think about in this conversation. And it's probably going to be what they think about in their courtroom. But when you deliver food for Uber, Grubhub, DoorDash, any of these places, you have to take the picture of the food as it's delivered. Now, a video, different fucking story. And you then take a video of the food and the person who's now passed out asleep on the floor, not floor, sofa, and then you broadcast that online. It's like, I understand what you're trying to get out there with privacy, but the problem is that it falls apart once we see the video of her recording a man naked inside his own home and disseminating that online. Like, that's where that falls apart for me.
I obviously think not, and I would also say that anyone who does think that you can reasonably expect privacy in a situation like that is...
I mean, if I were to order food... I'm trying to order food. I'm not really expecting to wake up the next day and my nuts are on social media. I don't know. I'm not expecting my nuts to be on social media. So, even though personal responsibility, probably shouldn't be getting drunk and leaving your door wide open, because as I said, somebody could just come in there and rob you. And imagine all your shit going, and they saw your dick. Nah.
Either one, blind, or two, correct, and I have no idea how wrong I am right now. If you genuinely believe that he can reasonably expect privacy in that situation, then let me know, because I am just not seeing it. A resident of the duplex or a theoretical visitor could have walked by at any time, but on top of it all, there was a fucking Doordash girl on the way that he ordered. So, they use the word surreptitiously in the statutes, which we're not exactly sure how it's defined there. If we go by dictionary definition, it means something done by stealth or, like, clandestinely. I don't know if him supposedly being unconscious, like, constitutes her doing this in secret. I personally don't believe that you can argue she was attempting to take the video without being discovered. You know, it's not as though she was peeking around the corner or trying to be silent or something like that. And I think you'd be pretty hard-pressed to convince a jury that she was doing this without trying to be discovered as well. Then there's the actual parts, like the human genitals, pubic area, buttocks, and that includes parts that are covered only by, like, a bare undergarment. Again, I genuinely believe that there is reasonable doubt here, because you can't really see the dude's dick in the video. I wish I could find the original video now, but I think it's been taken down from Reddit. Right, I'm getting the video up now, but I can't obviously show you guys. It is out there if you look hard enough, but I'm going going to have a wee look to see how visible it actually is. I don't know, man. There's something skin-colored, like, next to his thigh. Could it be?
Now we're playing a really bad game of semantics with dick, and I don't like it. I don't like it for the concept of now we're playing the, oh, well, can you really see his dick? And is it really them? The problem is this man was naked, and you broadcasted that shit online for people to see. That's gonna be a problem to discuss in court. Let's be real here.
Be his penis or like general pubic region? Maybe, of course. I'm not denying that. Like, it genuinely could be. The quality is quite bad because it's so far away. It could also be like the midriff from his hoodie riding up a little bit though. At worst, there is like a very small, low quality amount of pubic.
And also, if you were to believe the words that you're saying right now, you would show it. You would show it. If you truly believed what you were saying right now, you'd show it for all of us to see. The reason you can't and won't is the obvious. It's because you got a motherfucker's nuts on social media. His nuts are out. Like, regardless you like talking about this shit or not, that man's nuts are out. And that's enough to make anybody go, well, kind of don't want to see that. Kind of don't want to engage with that. Kind of don't want to be around that.
Region being shown. I personally would say that there is enough reasonable doubt here, but in this case, I would not fault anyone for thinking that, like, you know, she should be found guilty there. And again, I am not denying at all that it was completely fucked up what she did. She should not have done that. Like, the whole taping the video and putting it on TikTok is honestly probably the dumbest way you could have handled that situation. Because even if it was all intentional on his end, like, you've almost given him an out now. What maybe she should have done is called the police, like, directly on scene, maybe? Like, she gets there, she sees the bloke, she calls the police right there and then. Again, though, I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what should have been done, because like I said before, it is genuinely complicated. I'm not pretending to have all the fucking answers here. And let's also bear in mind that the charge is for amusement, entertainment, or profit, or for the purpose of degrading or abusing a person. I think you could actually pretty easily prove that she was doing it for profit, because there are videos of her complaining that she wasn't being paid from the video of a naked
thank you
man where children are watching. Which again, is completely fucked up on her end. Like, I can't believe she would think that's appropriate. She made a video that was over a minute, and she was mad that TikTok took it down, when it's like, no, obviously TikTok is going to take the video of an unconsenting man's naked body off of their platform where children are watching. And even if there weren't children watching, you can't fucking post that shit. No wonder it got taken down, and here you are complaining that you didn't get paid for it? Like, yeah, it's very, very silly. It's daft. It's bad. It's a really shitty thing to do. But that doesn't matter at all if the person does not have a reasonable expectation of privacy, which I do not believe that he did in the slightest, so...
It absolutely does matter. I hate to break it to you. When we get to the legalities of it all, it's absolutely going to matter, my boy. Ooh, you was cooking in the first half. Ooh, you was cooking in the first half. Now we're playing the game of semantics, which, ooh, that's probably not what we should be doing. Ooh.
Oh, doesn't really matter. Just worth bringing up because I know some people will comment on that, right? Let's have a look at her original statement that she made to the police whilst we're here. Okay, here we go. Original narrative. On the above date, time and location, I responded to a public lewdness complaint. Upon arrival, I spoke with Olivia Henderson, who stated that she was Doordashing last night at 136, and then it's the address and all that. And when she arrived at the address to deliver a Wendy's pickup, the male who ordered had his front door wide open and he was sleeping on the couch with no pants on. Olivia stated that she left the food at the front porch and left. She advised me that she called because she did not want this to happen again to another female delivery driver. Yeah, I mean, it would be disingenuous of me to say that it is a bad look she didn't mention that she filmed the whole thing and posted it to TikTok. I think we know why she didn't mention that to the police, because it would make her look really fucking bad. So even she knows what she did, like, on some level was fucked up. She probably regretted it a little bit by this point. I then responded to 136 and spoke with Austin, who stated that he had gone out last night to the bars. He stated that he woke up and realized that his front door was wide open and saw the photo Olivia left of the food being delivered and his door open with him laying inside. Austin stated that he thought he had shorts on in the video and did not realize that he was actually naked. Of course, legally it does matter. It clears him completely. Like, he is legally innocent, like, completely. And I'm not disputing that, but morally, it's still fucked up on his end. Austin stated several times that this is not normal.
See, one thing, one bit of criticism to this video. I keep hearing morally and I keep hearing, legally. No one gives a fuck about the morals here. They're gonna focus on the legal. And sorry, but in the legal aspect, that's what's going to get her either free or booked. Like, oh my God, my morals around the subject matter. No one cares. And the reason they don't care is because, hey, we got to worry about the legal aspect of this, buddy. It's not about your morals. The fuck? I only know one moral. It's not about her morals either. It's about the legal and how much of a case she either does or doesn't have in the realm of innocence. And it looks like she does not. It looks pretty bad. it looks pretty bad for her.
More for him and that he was sorry that it happened. I advised him at this time that there are no charges. However, if it becomes a recurring issue, he could potentially get charged. See, there you go. So it is illegal to do it intentionally, else he wouldn't be getting charged for it if it happened again and again, which of course implies that there is some sort of purposeness or like negligence that is worthy of criminal prosecution. So let's not act as though the act itself is completely legal in all cases. Like, there are cases where doing something like this can get you banged up, and rightfully so, by the way. He stated that he understood and that it would not happen again. I mean, hopefully that's true. At this time, there are no applicable charges due to a lack of intent, and because Austin was within his own home with no view to the public. I had a lot of people coming at me, a lot of like faux investigators and fucking detectives and lawyers being like, Gun Kijbo says that the intent is what matters here. The intent has nothing to do with it. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. It says it right there. The police are saying it. Officer Honeywell, or whatever the fuck his name is, he is saying that there are no charges due to lack of intent, implying that if there was intent, there would be charges. And because Austin was within his own home with no view to the public, aside from Olivia being on his private property to make the delivery. I've not got many qualms with that last sentence, but like, Olivia isn't just a member of the public. She was a delivery driver who was invited.
A member of the public.
Onto the private property.
She was not invited in, and she was not given consent to record.
So I do think it is a little bit different, but I get it, right? I do understand. And I'm not mad at this officer by any means. I think they've done their job fairly. Mainly because they're not doing what the TikTok comments are doing and completely making shit up. Like, this is the official story here. Anyway, let's have a look at some YouTubers' coverage of this whole situation. This is the biggest one that I could find. This YouTuber has 2 million subscribers, and this video has like 700,000 views. And they talk about how there is Ring doorbell camera footage, so I guess we'll see what they have to say.
And she posted it for millions of people.
That's how you get it done, son.
People online to see. I don't know about you guys, but I think the video got deleted because of that. So obviously that's not allowed on the platform, hence why I can't show the clip here. But there were these side-by-side screenshots that started popping up of whether the door...
Why did anybody tell me to watch this video and they glaringly wanted to ignore that? Like, I get it. Tozy's cool YouTuber, man. He's so cool. He's so, oh my God, his coverage about Johnny Somali, it's so good. It's fine. There's zero wrong with that. It's fine. My issue comes into the obvious. It's when we sit here and we conflate one thing for another. And you cannot use an example of him doing good and doing accurate and then complaining and then using that as a means to say, oh, well, he'll do good in any other situation. He has the ability to fuck up just like everybody else on this goddamn planet. In case you motherfuckers forgot, you're humans.
was closed or left open.
So, I mean, immediately, this is so fucked up on his end. Again, I don't know if this is intentional from him or not, but this cropped photo here is fake. So this is a screen.
No, it's not fake. It's cropped. It's cropped from the original video everybody's seen. It's deceptive. It's meant to say, hey, we got this separate footage, and it's meant to be the original. Oh, it's real. The problem is that it's not what it's intended to be. It's a lie. It's meant to be deceitful, because motherfuckers are deceitful bunches.
Screenshot that's been posted everywhere on the internet. I haven't found the original video, but I did see somebody post a screenshot from the original video. The video that's circulating now, the door is wide open. And
I haven't found the original video. I wonder if he's found it yet. I wonder if our guy found the original video yet. It's been a month. Hopefully someday soon we get that original footage. You know what I'm talking about? That original doorbell footage, the one that kicked it all off. Hopefully one day we get it.
And this one is about a third of the way, which means she had to push the door open to take the video that's now circulating. So the video exists. We have a screenshot of it, but we don't have the actual fucking video. Does this?
Mm-hmm. That's not enough for you, guy? Oh, you want the video? You don't just want some fuck-ass screenshot? Crazy. Next, you're going to tell me you want actual DNA results where you got to take a paternity test.
Does not sound a little bit suspicious to anyone fucking else, especially now in the age where AI videos are so convincing that you can't tell a lot of them from, you know, fake ones. Or real ones, rather. You get what I'm fucking saying here. In the original video, she opens the door. No, she fucking doesn't. There's no original video. We have the original video. This screenshot is fake. It's not real.
Good sir. How is it everybody's falling for this trap? It's from that same video. It's cropped. It's literally one of the worst, crazy what I'm about to say, crop jobs It's the worst crop job I've seen in quite a while.
You would have it if it was real. Like, is no one paying attention to the supposed text there? That is just completely unintelligible. Well, it is. You can read it if you know what the original text is. Because you've got the original text here, a man named Austin or whatever. But look, in this actual original video, because this is the actual original video here. Look, she picks the camera up from the floor and points forward, right? So what the fuck would have happened before that point in some weird unknown original video? Why would she start the video, open the door, put the camera down, and then put it up as though she was starting the video then? Just use your fucking heads, man. Also, in this text here, we see with his pants and underwear to his ankles and his front door wide open. And you can just see from the anatomy of the text, like the way that it's laid out is the exact same as this blurry text over here, which means that it's using the exact same words and claims
And the exact same video.
that the door was...
They just cropped it. It's just cropped. They took a screenshot of the original video, cropped horribly the fucking verbiage, and then was like, oh, I've seen the original. No, you haven't.
Wide open. Why would she claim that the door was wide open in some weird, unknown, original, mysterious video when the door clearly isn't wide open? If the door wasn't wide open and she actually opened it in the original video, why would she be saying that the...
Bruv trying to smash. Nah, I don't think he's trying to smash. But in an actual setting, he's made valid points. I know them because I've made the same. The issue is that we have people conflating fake as if it's real. And that's my core problem here. There's no way anybody should have looked at any cropped image and be like, see, I have this screenshot of the original video, but I don't know where it is. I thought we were able to hear shit like that and read shit like that and start thinking motherfuckers are lying. But, as it's been the case many a times, especially recently, it's okay to tell that lie if it fits a certain narrative against something that you don't like. And a woman lying about the legality of her being sexually assaulted, yeah, no one's going to like that. And they're going to start their own little campaign. But the problem is, once the water's already muddied, muddying it more doesn't clean it. It doesn't get the job done. It kind of makes everything more muddy.
Door is wide open. She fucking wouldn't, because it's fake. That's why there's no actual video of it. And for this YouTuber to just show it on screen willy-nilly and not even use the words allegedly to say a screenshot has surfaced of the original video, it's like, are you taking the piss? You've got 2 million subs, man.
There were these side-by-side screenshots that started popping up of whether the door was closed or left open. Either way, dude is in his own house, so is this illegal? No. But my main question is, why is she walking around in this dude's house?
She was...
Why is she walking around this dude's house? Ain't even got a crumb of proof that says she was in the living room, then she went in the bedroom. It's like... But hey, the Johnny Somali video, he's done such a great job. And I like Atozi. Let's not be parasocial here. Let's not be parasocial here. But oh my, you cannot for the life of me hear that and think, oh my god, Tozy is telling the truth. Which one of you motherfuckers earlier? Oh well, fuck, I could believe it if it comes from a Tozy reading an article. Is a porch considered part of the house? You're ignoring what was just said to talk about the porch. I feel like everybody under the sun will hear somebody say, what is this girl doing walking around this dude's house? Matter of fact, hear it again.
There were these side-by-side screenshots that started popping up of whether the door was closed or left open. Either way, dude is in his own house, so is this illegal? No. But my main question is, why is she walking around in this dude's house?
Why is she walking around in this dude's house? I don't know how you hear that and start thinking about the porch. The porch is not inside that dude's house. I need you to ask the right question. Why is Atozi, without any shred of proof, saying this girl is walking around in this dude's house? I need you to ask that question. That is the real question. I don't need you to put in parentheses something else. Atozi's using an exaggeration. That's a good defense that falls apart when we actually talk about what is true and what is not. It is not the time for exaggeration, especially after you show a cropped screenshot pretending if that's additional imagery.
She wasn't walking around in the dude's house. It's on the fucking report, man. And there's no evidence that she was in the house because she wasn't. What she did was fucked up. Atozy makes good points in this video. The video should have been taken down. She should have lost her Doordash job. She was showing a video of a naked man to millions of children without that man's consent. Taking the video on its own potentially can be seen as fucked up. Why do we need to make up lies? Why?
Bored. And lazy job of actually looking at the thing in like full scope. Because you know that like it's boring. I'm telling y'all, actually bringing out truth even in an entertaining manner is boring. It needs like that little what's the word? Sensationalizing. It needs that extra kick because without it, it's not gonna be juicy enough. It's not gonna be on the nose.
She's already been fucking arrested for it. It's not as though she's not having a shit enough time as it is. You don't need to lie about it. It's not even that I care about her necessarily, as much as I do feel sorry for her. It's more just angering me how easy it is to trick people, to fool people.
I can't believe we're still talking about this just because of misinfo. Oh, you weren't here earlier. She went to court today, stated not guilty, then went home. That's it. There's really nothing else. Well, there's really nothing else that would matter, but if you find the actual like article, I believe there was a comment made about cameras being in the room, and the judge responded something to the effect of, "Oh, now y'all care about privacy and cameras," which got a little laugh out of me. It got a little laugh out of me. Got a little laugh out of me.
All it takes is a fucking TikTok comment. It's ridiculous.
But I think one of the reasons this whole thing went so viral, other than the fact this girl's thought process is borderline crazy, is that no one could agree about the push door or...
No, it went viral because the woman claimed she was sexually assaulted, then stated that TikTok and Doordash were silencing her story about assault. It was already viral at that point.
Was the door wide open? And I mean, I get why there's a hang up here, because if she actually, pushed the door open to record a guy just laying there in his house and then, turned herself into the victim, she's insane. And then we for sure have another member of the Hall of Fame of Influencer Morons. At this point, I need to start holding introduction ceremonies for these kinds of idiots, because I should be starting my videos like, welcome to the newest idiot who's now facing jail time for some social media content. Because at this rate, I'd say a lot of my videos are kind of like that. Anyway, people were arguing about the lighting, angles, wood grain, everything. But this is where the story took a life of its own, because while she was telling millions of people at Doordash,
everyone does not agree that what she did was bad. There are people who still openly defend her for doing nothing wrong. So everyone does not agree. Also, Atozy mentioned another site stating Ring camera. Not only does that not absolve him for spreading this gimmick, it amplifies how slow one truly is with research. Because if you're just going to read something and take it 100% without further investigating it, we have a problem. Everyone is an overstatement? Oh, absolutely. It 100% is. Because for every motherfucker that is saying she did it, there's a motherfucker that says she's in the right, there's a motherfucker saying she's in the wrong. Now you have the extra element of, I've seen Ring doorbell camera footage, I heard about Ring doorbell camera footage. There's really a lot of different hang-ups around this, when it's really supposed to be as simple as I'm about to state it. She should not have put this on TikTok. That is why she's in this predicament. That's why it snowballed to this stupid degree. She put this on TikTok. She put this on TikTok. This is all on her, 100%, without a cream of doubt. Without a cream of doubt. She's chopped like cheese. I read the site and so far has a good track record. That means nothing. That means really nothing. Oh, and why did Atozy format his video misappropriating the timeline? Seeing like this went viral, all this fanfare around it, she got arrested, and then Doordash made a statement. So you have another hiccup to help me out on.
and TikTok were trying to bury her truth, police were piecing together a version of the events that looked very different from what she originally stated online. Because eventually, the police stepped in with their own findings, citing Ring doorbell footage that reportedly showed her opening the door herself.
Oh, the sick part is before he
Gentlemen,
said,
this is Democracy Manifest.
before he says anything, does nobody want to bring up the 4 documents that don't state anything about Ring doorbell footage? Like, those are publicly available for anybody to grab onto. But because, for the life of me, it ain't juicy, motherfuckers don't care.
Well, the police said that, did they? I wonder where they said that. Could you maybe show us? That'd be nice.
Not the Facebook post they pulled out. Not any of the fucking official documents. It's just not succulent Chinese meal enough, boys.
Wouldn't it? We can put this to bed now, finally. She opened the door. She's completely in the wrong. What a fucking...
The 4 documents do not mention doorbell camera footage. You're playing the straw man game arguably very well. I'll give you that. You're playing it very well. But when you have people mentioning the police said this, and then you have documentation that says they didn't at any point, now what? Because if we just go backwards just a little bit,
wood grain, everything. But this is where the story took a life of its own, because while she was telling millions of people that Doordash and TikTok were trying to bury her truth, police were piecing together a version of the events that looked very different from what she originally stated online. Because eventually, the police stepped in with their own findings, citing Ring doorbell footage that...
Now, the burden is on now you and Atozi. Where is this citing of Ring doorbell footage? And do not tell me an article. I want the police statement. Because now we're broadening our scope. What the fuck happened to my boat? Boat? Helicopter. You cannot for the life of me tell me that the police cited Ring doorbell footage and the 4 documents that are publicly available don't. Neither does that Facebook post. And then say, well, it doesn't deny it. We're broadening near the Candace Owens level of goalpost moving, and I don't like it. Me no. Jesus! And I don't like it. And again, the woefulness around it is very simple. I believe at some point, they're going to officially state whether if they got this shit or not. And that'll really be the bookend of it. And they're either going to say yay or they're going to say nay. And it's going to be wonderful to see. But until then, we're working with what we got versus what we don't got.
It reportedly showed her opening the door herself.
Oh, the police said that, did they? I wonder where they said that. Could you maybe show us? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We can put this to bed now, finally. She opened the door. She's completely in the wrong. What a fucking... I can't believe she'd do such a thing. I can't wait to see this evidence, man.
Ma'am, why did you do that? So, ladies and gentlemen, they got her.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
And I'm not joking to you, by the way. That video right there of 2 boys doing some weird skit thing is the closest thing that Atozi shows to evidence of footage. And even in that video, the door was wide open.
Number 1, why would you ever do this to begin with? And number 2, why would you do this when there's a Ring doorbell camera right there next to the door?
It's a good... You know what? That is a great question. Why would she do this if there was a Ring doorbell camera? They're pretty easy to spot. Do we really think that she's that dumb that there was a camera there and she's lied about the whole thing to
some people do.
Millions of people? Or do we maybe think that there wasn't a camera there? Or that if there was a camera there, the door was still wide open. So she had no reason to be scared because she wasn't lying.
Like, did you not think he was going to review the footage? After you exposed him to millions of people online with his pants down. What did you think was going to happen? Either way, according to the police in Oswego, the man in the video was not sitting there waiting to expose himself to the delivery driver. He was sleeping and drunk, lying on his couch with no idea what was going on. And thankfully for him, the doorbell camera footage reportedly showed her opening the door herself.
See, this is why I get so angry. Because it's not just TikTok comments. It's not just YouTube comments. It's not just fucking people on Reddit. It's not just like, you know, low-level TikTokers with 500 followers spreading some shit online to gain a following. It's YouTubers with millions of subscribers. It's people with huge platforms who are just so willing and so easily fooled, so able to have the cheek to go on camera and say shit this slanderous and this baseless when there's no evidence for any of it. And this girl's fucked up. Like, what she's done is shitty here, but what happens if someone is like a completely innocent party in one of these situations and they get some baseless accusations thrown towards them? Or
I mean, that's happened before. Case in point, that school shooting in Texas where motherfuckers swore up and down they found the shooter, and that motherfucker wasn't even in the same state. again, philosopher. When somebody, not you, when someone like a Tozy states that the police documented and cited something, and you have official documents saying none of that, the onus of now the burden of proof falls on the person who stated the claim that the police stated this. They did not. We could pull up each of the 4 documents and the Facebook. I'm not signing into Facebook. And you will find no conversation about Ring doorbell footage. It won't happen. So now a Tozy, and he's not going to do it, will need to show where he got that information from. And if his fucking answer is Reddit, oh God. I hope his answer is not Reddit.
Thrown their way. They have every reason to be scared, to be fearful now, because the internet will take that and they will expand upon it. They'll make more lies up. They won't look for evidence. They don't look into that shit, man. Who gives a fuck about nuance? Just read a TikTok comment. That's all the news I need. Even to the point where this YouTuber with 2 million fucking subscribers is parroting these stupid ass TikTok comments and believing them fully with no evidence. Like, he's not even trying to show anything. He's not even showing the news article that says it. And the news article is total bullshit, but he doesn't even show that.
2 counts of...
The thing about the news article, number one, the grammatical error, which aggravated the fuck out of me. The grammatical error in that news article aggravated the fuck out of me. But again, still wanting to know why we're fucking up the timeline of events. As if to say, this is all well and good. I'm still itching on that one. I'm itching at how a Tozy could format this video like, oh, Doordash responded after all of this controversy and she had been arrested. No.
Class E felonies, unlawful surveillance, and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. And these charges usually apply to people who secretly record others in private settings, bathrooms, bedrooms, changing rooms, that kind of thing. But the legal idea is the same, recording someone inside of their home when they have an expectation of privacy.
Which he didn't, by the way. The door's wide open, there's a DoorDash coming that you ordered,
And again, I feel like the expectation of privacy falls in that conversation of being recorded and nobody knowing. Like, because fuck my door wide open or not, I'm not expecting my nuts to be on social media after that. Like, it's just not. I'm just not expecting it.
There's no expectation of privacy. Inevitably, someone is going to be at your wide open door whilst you are naked. You cannot reasonably expect privacy.
Even if the camera is technically outside of the door. Police said that she filmed a sleeping person and posted it publicly, which is exactly what these laws are written for. So the bottom line is, police found no proof of SA, and the man was asleep. And Olivia admitted the instructions for her order said to leave the food at the door, not inside of the home as she filmed. Her last TikTok was posted on October 26th, right after she said that she was being punished for reporting what happened. After the arrest, she didn't post anything at all. No defense, no clarification, no follow-up about what she plans to say in court.
Because why the fuck would she do that? Why would she do that? Why would she go on camera and be like, hey guys, I've just been fucking arrested. Here is my court case plan.
I mean, why are we watching this again? You might be remiss to understand that I've not seen this video at all. But because you just showed up at a certain part, the Tozy part, you might think this is the same video. It's not. It's not at all. But the overwhelming amount of just willful spreading of information that you cannot confirm is dangerous to the grand scheme of actual truth. It does not instill that level of trust in actual information. It instills that level of trust of, fuck, let's just bullshit it for about 20 minutes and go about our day.
Here's what I'll say to the fucking judge. It's like, wasn't the whole...
And back to this. This is the same person who got on social media and cried that no one gave a fuck about her being sexually assaulted, along with posting a man's nuts on social media. So I wouldn't be like the slightest bit surprised if she got on TikTok and was like, hey guys, I got arrested. What's up? It's like, the internet is full of stupid people, and you should no longer pretend to be surprised by any manner of stupid shit you see. Yesterday, we watched a fucking mom make out with her fucking son. The realm of impossibility online is at zero. It's no longer possible to be shocked by most things. You could be disgusted, but when it comes to online, you'll probably see it at some point.
Thing that was wrong.
PK, you weren't here for that? Oh, don't watch the last stream. Do not watch the last stream. If you wasn't here for it live, don't rewatch it. Don't look for it. That's my first impression of you. Hey, I didn't do it. That's my first impression of you. Yeah, I didn't fucking do it. Not my fucking fault. Motherfuckers get online and just record any moment of their fucking life with kids. It's still not. I'm still not over the. Why did that mom think it was a great idea while recording herself, have her son walk in and call her sexy, nearly touch her pussy, and then post that online? It's like, you. At some point, y'all got to know what might get y'all criticized. And stop daring motherfuckers to call CPS on y'all. Stop! Because when they do it and then they on your fucking doorstep, you're going to be wondering, why the fuck did you do this to me? You dared them. Oh, I dare you to punch me. And then you punch me in my fucking face. Why would you punch me? Well, bitch, you dared me. Well, yeah. Just hearing you say a mom was making out with her son is crazy. Do you want to see it? Wait. You leaving comments in my fucking live stream like I'm lying. Oh, you calling me a liar? Calling me a liar? It's Void's liar? You calling me a liar, right? That what you saying? Calling me a liar? Huh? Motherfucker calling me a liar. Motherfucker saying I ain't dispersing the truth. Motherfucker think it's a gimmick here. Motherfucker think I'm a liar. Like, motherfucker think I'm a liar. Motherfucker think I'm a liar. Now look, I'll say what I said yesterday. I feel like it wouldn't be as bad if she didn't have this motherfucker between her legs. If she didn't have this motherfucker between her legs, I feel as though it wouldn't be as bad. So look, I'm lying. It's Voids. Am I lying? 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 Come on, it's Voids. Come on, it's Voids. Am I lying? What a horrible freeze frame. What a horrid freeze frame. Who's the third party in the background? That's the part that fried me the most. As this is going on, just another little kid in the background eating Cheetos. just another kid in the background just eating Cheetos. Like, the fuck are we doing? Fuck are we doing, bros? Fuck are we doing? Fuck are we doing? Let's just calm down. No, y'all, no. I just feel like you calling me a liar. I feel like you calling me a liar. I don't spread. I'm sorry, but the shit I say, I can back up. I can back up with the truth. I can back up with the truth. I can back up with the truth. Why are you showing this again?
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
You subscribe to the channel as I'm showing this shit, you a freak. You a freak. The only reason I'm showing this is because it's Voids Live. That motherfucker called me a slur and said that I'm telling lies. We doing this because of It's Voids Live. Motherfucker called me a liar. Motherfucker called me a liar. And then he lynched me. Then the rest of it is this bitch just explaining this. So, you know. Now, where was I at? No.
With this situation to begin with.
Why post this? Because people don't seem to understand the difference between keeping your life private and then letting the fucking world know what's up. And when you let the world know what's up, that's when you start getting opinions. And everyone watching this, everyone here right now, you don't want to be told shit. I don't want to be told shit. It's human fucking nature. You know how you avoid it? As much as possible? Keep people out of your fucking business. if I if I had a child, the way to make sure that I don't have to hear any of your opinions about said child, I don't broadcast that I have child. Or even if I do broadcast that I have child, I don't tell you motherfuckers next to anything about said child. You feel me?
She took it public, that she made it public. The fact that she hasn't done anything since this was announced to be like made a case out of is a good thing. This shouldn't be public. The fact
Well, unfortunately, it is public. Now, I get what he's saying. Like, her reactions and responses, it probably wouldn't be a good idea for her to be like, hey guys, I just left court today and I pleaded not guilty. Like, it be in her best interest not to do that. It really would. It really would. I hope you ain't kissing knuckles like that, Leon. First of all, you and your furry activities mean nothing to me. Second, Skelly called me a slur today.
The fact that we know about any of this is tragic, and it's her fault. Like, let's make that clear. It's her fault that we know about any of this. And I hope I have made it clear that I am not completely defending her either. Like, she is fucked up royally here, and what she did was horrible.
And depending on how the judge sees all the evidence, she could be looking at a whole lot of time here. And this can range from probation to years in state prison.
I ain't gonna lie. If she get like years in prison for this, I don't know. It's gonna be one of those. I don't agree, but I ain't gonna do nothing about it, because what the fuck could I do? I'm a civilian. I'm not a part of the legal system. Now, of course, any guilty verdict, they probably gonna like plead the fuck out of this shit just to be on the safer side. Skelly called you a slur. What did you do, and was it deserved? Oh, I just exist. That's good enough reason to start busting them slurs out. About good enough reason.
Is it looks like a Class E felony in New York can carry up to 4 years, and she's charged with 2 Class E felonies. So
yes, you did. You called me stupid. That's a slur. I'm dent-headed. That is a slur. That is a slur to my mental instabilities. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It could be a combined maximum of 8 years in prison. Either way, it's no longer a he said, she said, and it's definitely not a conspiracy that TikTok doesn't want you to hear about. This is a criminal case with evidence and surveillance footage that was provided by the perpetrator.
No, it's not. I'm sick of this fucking video. He's actually pissing me off. We're done, man. It's not true. It's all such bullshit. Final conclusion. If you believe that the footage exists, you're a fucking idiot. Get off the internet, learn to be smarter, and maybe you will have a happier life. Maybe not.
I need you to not say that while also in this video mentioning that there's not a 0% chance and that you could be wrong. You actually have to pick one now. Either it's all a lie or there's the chance that people could be right. I'm veering on, there's a chance you motherfuckers could absolutely be right. But for now, you're not. And hopefully in the future, you're right. Because if it comes out that we go through this whole process and the police confirm, yeah, we didn't do this with any extra footage that revolves around Ring Doorbell, I don't want to see you try to move that goalpost to say, well, it wasn't Ring Doorbell, but it was extra footage. No. You motherfuckers tried real hard to specify one thing. If it comes out that that's not that, we have a problem.
Ignorance is fucking bliss. Nothing's gonna happen to you. The fucking internet's been doing it for decades now, and it's not changing. It's not changed at all. If anything, it's gotten worse. But just know that you are fucking stupid. Like, you are really, really irresponsible and dumb. And I hope you look into these things a little bit more in the future.
No, they will not, buddy. I hate to break it to you. It's not, because it's not the first time, and it will not be the last.
In terms of Olivia, yeah, of course, she does not come across well in those videos at all. She did a lot of really fucked up things. I'm not going to go over them again. I've said them many times in this video already. She will not be getting 8 years. She won't be getting 4 years. If she does, fuck me. That is like the biggest injustice ever. But
you don't know the American court system, buddy. Because what I deem a top contender for biggest piece of injustice this year is an 18-year-old raping and choking 2 16-year-olds, and instead of getting 78 years in prison, he gets community service. That is 10 times worse than a bitch who recorded a naked man possibly getting 4 years in prison. Gonna be honest with you. You know? Oh, it's just an over-exaggeration. I despise anyone who has to over-exaggerate something when you don't really need to. the American U.S. justice system, you don't really need to over-exaggerate. We have real examples.
It won't happen. I reckon it'll maybe be some probation. At the very most, like a
Don't you agree?
few months. Realistically,
Don't you agree with me?
I don't even think that's going to happen. It'll be a slap on the wrist. And I don't think a slap on the wrist is too, unjust. Both her and him fucked up royally. I'm tired of people on both sides acting as though, like, neither of them have done anything wrong, or one of them hasn't done anything wrong. No, they've both done things that are wrong. It's just with her, we know the full story because she publicized all of it, and we don't know all the full story with him. But even best case scenario, what he did was still fucked up and negligent and stupid, and flashing someone intentionally or unintentionally can absolutely be traumatic, and she does not deserve to bear witness to that. However, neither do the
I mean, if it's intentional, I would hope that there's consent involved. I would hope. Skelly, flash me.
millions of children who inevitably ended up seeing that video that she posted. So hopefully the trial goes fairly. A slap on the wrist seems fair to me. And I can only really wish her the best from here. Hopefully everything
I do not wish her the best at all.
and every person involved in the situation
Wasn't a Tozy slandered before? Wow, that has nothing to do with right now. That has nothing to do with right now. Zero to do right now. You gonna be honest with you?
genuinely improves and doesn't fuck up again. All that being said though, thank you very much for watching. As always, hopefully you enjoyed. I certainly didn't. Be sure to subscribe. We're aiming for 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It will be
Oh, that's so great. Hopefully you get it. My problem with this video is that you need to be more in favor of what it is that you want to lay out. Either there's a chance that you could be wrong or there's not. You can't sit here, call everybody stupid, and then be like, there's a 0% chance. You got to have that be the death knell. Because I will, for sure, call you motherfuckers a little bit slow for not giving me what I asked you and then trying to blanket it with, I'm not looking hard enough. When you could just easily point me in that direction. Like, I'm calling that shit the Candace Owens excuse. I'm calling it the Candace Owens goalpost. When you make a claim and then I ask you for proof of it, and then you tell me the burden of proving it is now up to me and you won't help me find it, I'm calling it the Candace Owens goalpost move. Because it should be real fucking easy. If you're making a claim about something, you should be able, when someone asks, to show proof of it. Not text a friend who somehow works for the FBI and be like, nah, you gotta ask Trump.
great if we could reach that. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.
Oh, we're done here. I don't need the rest of this. I'm just asking because you'd expect someone. Well, why are you asking me? How the fuck would I know if a Tozy was slandered? You're asking the wrong guy. Oh God, you know what's crazy? Guess who's live? Oh God. Do I dare? Fuck it.
My first question, and don't laugh. Does the DOW have any evidence at all of a French military plot to assassinate Candace Owens?
That is an interesting question. Not that I'm aware of, but, interesting question. I can try to find out and maybe let you know. I think that might be more of a law enforcement matter, though.
So I brought that up because it was just so propagandist, so in our faces. I obviously...
Do I need to remind y'all that Candace admitted to not giving the information through the proper channels? Why would this motherfucker know?
did not think that this was going to lead back to Turning Point USA, but little did I know that we can add Cam Higbee onto our list of brand new. Everyone was just so brand.
Oh God, I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the energy for, hey, let's keep avoiding the actual fucking circumstances just to fucking do this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anything else? Anything in the world? Anything you motherfuckers want me to seep my head into? No Diddy. Or Diddy. Who cares? Accused DC pipe bomber's face unmasked for the first time after arrest resurfaced photo. Guess the race. Guess the fucking race. A fucking DC pipe bomber. And his name is Brian Cole Jr. Jeffree Star is going after Lily Tino. I don't care about trans on trans violence. Conservatives hate them both. I'm seeing a lot of people say white. Heckin saying Asian. Well, heckin. Seems like you were the loudest wrong one. It's the usual. That's the funniest shit ever to me. The funniest shit ever to me. That's just funny. Oh, it's the usual suspect. It'll always fry the fuck out of me. Did you see the 50 Cent Diddy documentary trailer? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I did see though? There's a documentary coming out, I think at like the end of the month, on John Elway, and I'm watching it. As a Broncos fan, I gotta watch it. He looks like a smart student. He looks like the type of guy who smells a certain way, and you could tell by his teeth. You know? At least he didn't have a quarter zip. Yeah, the quarter zip movement, you've lost another one. Oh, look, a bomb. Oh, look, it's a bomb. What else is in the world? Let me check my favorite reputable site for information, The Root. Let me just look. What the fuck? Why Netflix Diddy doc has everyone furious at this black woman juror from the trial? Oh God. Did you hear about Chris Paul? They fucking over my dog Chris Paul. They fucking over Chris Paul. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They fucking over my dog Chris Paul. Chris Paul don't deserve what the fuck happened. Chris Paul don't deserve to get treated like this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Chris Paul don't deserve to get treated like this. Chris Paul is fucking G. Chris Paul is a G. What happened? Apparently he was criticizing the team and they cut him, which is bullshit. Also, even though none of you asked and none of you care because it's something that I enjoy and you don't care about my happiness, you just want me to entertain you. I respect it. But you motherfuckers are so mean. You motherfuckers don't care about my feelings and what I want. You don't care about me. You don't care. I gambled. And I won big. I got Jaden Daniels. I gambled successfully. I personally want you to... I'm not reading that. Okay. I'm not reading that out loud. All right, now what is this? Days after the Netflix released its latest documentary, but there was one person who became an unexpected focal point of the documentary, whom folks believe might have thrown a monkey wrench into the public perception of the entire case. What's your opinion on the Saudis buying up football assets and players for their own Saudi league? Could they end up dominating like they did with soccer and golf? Well, to be honest with you, don't watch soccer or golf, so I don't really know what they're doing in that regard. And I guess maybe it'll take them some time to beat this fucking conglomerate that is the NFL, but never possibly say never. You never really could say a level of never in this fucking world because there'll always be something that'll shock the fuck out of you. The fact that I didn't know Diddy's name was Sean. Oh wait! Oh God! Look at! Oh my God! Wait! Look at this. Okay, so you fuckers are in the way. Damn it! Move! So this Blake motherfucker is one of the people who's responded to Candace Owens telling her to show up at the TPUSA thing. Candace, of course, is now backtracked after yelling out, hey, you named the time and place, and is now backed off once motherfuckers named the time and the place. Yesterday, we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to the allegations and accusations you have made. We've decided that response will be delivered during a live stream on December 15th, which I believe that's in 2 weeks on a Monday. Thank you for your response, letting us know you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will be proceeding without you. And the second reply, the first one is Candace is scared to look you guys in the face. The second reply will be a thumbnail in the future. You know, one day.
Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this fucking chat? Suck my fucking cock.
So I still everywhere in New Orleans. It's amazing that you think I would know that. I'm not in the state of Louisiana. I don't know. I don't have any family that are immigrants, so you know we're well in that front. We are well in that front. Now, if you just so happen to be an illegal, you know, I hope you remain as safe as you possibly could be. Or, you know, them's the breaks, kid. Because wouldn't it be worse if you just got this? Oh God! Oh wait, it's not in full. Oh God! White women used to be cool. White women used to be cool. Also, just random question. I thought y'all president was cool with no new wars. Why in the fuck is he trying to go toe to toe with Venezuela? Like, why? Oh God. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to listen to what I'm about to hear. I'm afraid of listening to what I'm about to hear. Mysterious hanging in Wisconsin, Torrance medley, and the alarming rise of black men found hanging. Police secrecy and historical trauma and calls for transparency. Okay.
And how the Confederacy was never properly punished. And how had they been properly punished, this country would have been on a different trajectory. But because of white kinship, we had some things that happened. But before I get, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself, though. But first getting into it, man, a 39-year-old black man named Torrance Medley.
I'm sorry. What is this? Why are you showing me? Is this the guy?
Was found hanging in a tree at the Brookfield Hills Golf Course on November 13th. A black man was found hanging at a golf course. And we're supposed to believe there was no foul play. Supposed to believe that this happened, and how much?
Well, did we get any further detail about that? Like, did we? Family demands answers, and I believe that family has the right to demand some answers. Because how the fuck do you wake up? How the fuck do you wake up and just find out your family member dead? Like, that's the appropriate response.
How much oppression and racial violence is around black people?
We see the problem with what I'm hearing is that we are trying to conflate multiple things with something we barely know anything about. Like we all randomly find out that a guy, quote unquote, supposedly maybe killed himself. No one has any further details yet. Why are we talking about the racial history and the racial trauma? He could be right. He could be right. Maybe there's an element to this shit where a motherfucker that came in, jigged the motherfucker, beat him up, hung him at a golf course. Could be. Could be another example of a motherfucker who just took his life and decided to take it at a golf course. I'll never truly understand why we look at the world and think people with any mental issues are the most rational under the sun, who think it all through. But cool. You know, there was a white dude in the same town found hanging. Yep. Oh, but who cares? He's white. Actually, that's not the way to go about that. Because what actually happened is people tried to tie the two things together, but that didn't stick, so they had to drop it. They tried to tie the two together, but they couldn't. And so they had to pick one. You're going to care about the white one or the black one. Now, my crackpot conspiracy is that you care about both. But because I live in a world where it's never really going to be something that happens too much, people will try their hardest and their damnedest to just prop up one while invalidating the other. Heckin', should I buy Arc Raiders? You type them up. You type a little ugly motherfucker who would know. Is Arc Raiders a fun game to buy? Is that a fun game to buy? No Arc Raiders? Who knows? It's sad either way and unfortunate to have received such news. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's fucking terrible. Terrible to fucking see and to fucking have to deal with. Absolutely. But oh dear fucking Lord, are people that fucking dramatic? It's been quite enjoyable and something I put time into. Something I put any time I have into games. Oh, nerd. What a nerd. You gonna play Dispatch? Since you have asked me yet again, the price of me playing Dispatch has gone up. It was $600 at first, then it was $700, now it's $800. Every time y'all ask me to do that, I raise the fucking price. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate any of this. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Fucking you fucking asked me that bullshit. I will sit in a fucking multi-stream, ignore every responsibility I got to sit through and play all of Dispatch in one fucking sitting. Now I need $800 flat. But because I know I won't get it, Leon just wants us to pay for his PS6. No. You motherfuckers want me to do something I don't want to do. You want me to do something I don't want to fucking do. And there's a consequence for that. The consequence is me just not wanting to do it. Would you actually do this? Oh, fucking right. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker sat here and gave me 800 of them big ones, I would have to. But because all of you motherfuckers have bills to pay, I'm satisfied. Because it ain't gonna happen. I'm satisfied. I ain't gotta worry about a fucking thing. You feel me? I ain't gotta be worried. I ain't gotta be concerned. I ain't gotta be I don't even have to itch. I don't have to itch. Who's gonna win this? I'm gonna go with the Sixers. And I'm gonna go with the Thunder. And I'm gonna go with the Rockets. Submit my picks. Since nobody asked, did you finish By Sweet Carol? No. I need to finish By Sweet Carol. It's a good game. Good game. Good game. Good, nice, quiet, peaceful game. 2,000? No. The beginning asking price was 600. But then somebody asked me again after I laid it all out, so I upped the price. And now we had this motherfucker ask again. So every time I get asked, I'm upping the price. And matter of fact, technically, since Page Inc. thought that they could get around it, I'm upping the price again. Now it's $900. And listen, motherfuckers think this is some ploy. I do this only when it's shit I don't want to do. That's how you get motherfuckers to stop asking. That's how you get motherfuckers to stop asking. You get them off your back that way. You can't get them off your back any other way. Now, hopefully you motherfuckers will stop. Somebody say raise it to 2,000? No. It's not your rules. It's mine. It's not your rules. I understand the game is not for everyone. The game is ass. The game is boring. Like, I'm sorry y'all bought that just because y'all want to hear Moist Critical, but I could do that for free. And you know what's crazy? Peachy has finally seen the light in recognizing that, oh, this game might actually be garbage. Because it didn't satiate that thirst for her. It didn't satiate who she was as a person. What is this? The idea that white people freed black people ignores history? I would agree. I would agree with that. We're ignoring the grander scope of history just to fixate on something else. To each their own. You enjoy garbage. You enjoy garbage. Is that it? Am I done? I think I'm done. I got nothing else. I got nothing else. That's all I wanted to do. Dispatch is only popular because it's trending. Yeah, and that's the case in point of letting anybody know that, hey, anything stupid enough could go viral. Did you touch Little Nightmares 3? Yeah, I beat it. And listen, man, that was the game I was supposed to be excited for the most, and then I got my hands on it, and it was okay. It was okay. It was just okay. It wasn't groundbreaking. It didn't have a stink on it. It didn't have the stink on it. But you know what I feel like might have the stink on it? Reanimal. Reanimal had something. Reanimal had a little something to it. Reanimal. Ooh, that Reanimal. That Reanimal is something funky. In a good way. That Reanimal is something funky. So was the Super Mario World playthrough? I think you missed when I played Super Mario Wonder and wanted to just jump through a fucking window and fall head first and die playing like the secret levels in Super Mario Wonder. That just fucking that fucking sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you, that fucking sucked. that shit just that fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. I don't have a video for tomorrow, which is distressing. It's distressing, but it's not really the end of the world per se. Skelly didn't know about Michael Vick beating up dogs, and that was fun to let her know about. Now you know why black people I never finished. Wonder was like the first Mario game like that I played in years, and it was pretty fucking fun. Because like I played Odyssey, but it wasn't the same. Odyssey's better, but in terms of like that old school Mario from left to right, Wonder's pretty fucking fun. That nice man from the Eagles, oh, absolutely, he was such a wonderful man. He was such a wonderful fucking man. But infidels, I'm done. Get out.